Hey guys, this is day 2 of my Solidity study. Please come and learn with me together on the platform WTF Academy. So this is an online learning platform that we can learn Web3 technologies. I started with the series called Getting Started with Solidity. In the previous video, or the day 1, I just completed the first course, Hello Web3, and developed my very first smart contract. Feel free to check out the video on the top right corner and see how I learned it. Today I will learn numeric types. Now let's start. By the way, so this is an online learning platform running by Chinese community. So it's by default the Chinese version. The content is in Chinese, but you can use the translation feature in your mainstream web browsers to get it translated into, for example, English. So this is why I see it in English here. Okay, let's start. The numeric types. In Solidity, the variable can be one of the following types: value type, reference type, mapping type, and function type. Value type include Boolean, integer, and so on. When this type of variable is assigned, a value is passed. Reference type include arrays and structures. This type of variable typically takes up a lot of memory space or storage space, so the address is directly passed in the assignment instead of the value of itself. It's similar to pointer. In Java programming language, it has the same feature. So reference. The next type is mapping type. It's a hash table in it. Or we can say key value pairs or key value entries. Function type. In Solidity, it's classified as a numeric type. It will be covered in next course, which is course 3 function type. You can see it in the menu on the left hand side. So today I don't think I'm going to learn it. Primarily today it will be the course for numeric types. The first two types are pretty straightforward: Boolean and integers. These two types are most commonly used in not just Solidity, but other mainstream programming languages. So I'm not going to spend too much time on these two types. The third one, address. The address type stores a 20-byte value, which is the same size as an Ethereum address. Address types. There are two different types: ordinary addresses and the transferable addresses. What is a transferable address? It's decorated by keyword payable. So a payable address will have two more member functions than the ordinary one. They are transfer and send. So the following is the sample code on how we can declare an ordinary address and a payable one. We will experiment shortly. What I learned from this course, another numeric type is a fixed length byte or fixed length byte array. There are two types of byte arrays. One is the fixed length, the other is variable length. So remember here, pay more attention here. The fixed length byte array is of a numeric type, and the variable length byte array is of a type reference. So in this course, it's talking about the numeric types. So I will just focus on the fixed length byte array. It can save some data, and the gas field is relatively small. The following is a sample code on how we can declare a fixed length byte arrays. There are two arrays, two variables. Byte32 is of type byte32, which is a 32 byte length byte array. The next type, enumerate or enum. This is a user-defined data type. It's mainly used to assign a name to make a program easier to read and maintain. So in other program languages, we also have the same type. So see the sample code here, the enum action set with values buy, hold, and sell. They are also mapped to the integer values start from 0, which are 0, 1, and 2. Apparently, when we are using enum variable, it's more readable and maintainable. This is the advantage of the enum or enumeration type. Okay, that's pretty much the numeric types. So in next course, I will learn function type. But for now, that's it for the day 2. I'm going to do the experiment remix. Now let's see, this is a remix, and I have the contract Hello Web 3 developed in day 1. Now let's see deployment. I think I've deployed a couple contracts, so I'll get them removed. So there's no deploy contract. If I go back to the code, the Hello Web 3 contract, I like to add a couple of variables. So I like to play with the address type variables, as it gives me more information here about the different types, ordinary and the transferable or payable. So I like to see how payable works. For example, firstly, let me copy this line of code. I declare a public address. Now I like to see the balance. Balance is of type, let me see here, we can copy the code, integer 256. So let me copy and paste here. Okay, I need to see if make sure you are using the same variable name. I name as underscore address, so when I query the balance, I need to use the correct variable here. In the course, it's underscore address 1. Doesn't matter, just make it consistent so it can be compiled. So you can see when we query the balance, the address type variable doesn't have to be payable, at least during the compilation phase. It looks so. Now I'm going to deploy. It's deployed, and if you query, you can see the balance 0. The address is as what we set, so it's good. When we query balance, we don't need to have a payable address. But next step is to do the, let's say, send. Let's try to send. I remember the send function returned a Boolean type value, so we declare a Boolean type public variable success as a flag to indicate if the send function call is successful. So I like to use address send 1 ether. When I press Command S, or maybe you press Control S, you can see there's some error. There's a red flag here. Send and the transfer only available for object of type payable address, not address. So we have the ordinary address here. We can make the function call send to it. So what can I do? I want to have a payable address variable. So go back to the course. You can see here, it declares a public payable address. So we can paste a code and make some minor change. Right? So we use the variable underscore address to declare another payable address underscore address payable. So this is a variable we can use to send ether to it. Now I think I have everything changed. Command S to compile. You can see here it's green now. Okay, go to deploy again. We can see the latest deployment. When I check success, you can see it's false. Doesn't matter. We need to confirm if it's a valid address. So we need to look into the detail or the reason why it failed to send. But anyway, we can make the function call on the payable address, the send function call, I mean. So this is what the course talked about. So when you want to transfer or send some ether to the address, you need to make sure the address is payable. So this is where you need to use the keyword payable. Okay, I think that's it for today. So the other numeric types are pretty straightforward. No need to spend too much time on the experiment. Now I think you and I are ready to do the test. If I click the test, I'll be redirected to the Google form. Make sure you are using the same email address as you log in on the WTF Academy. Complete the questions and submit. Your score will be displayed here. So as you see here, I have already completed the 9 courses, but for video recording, so I'm following the 1 course per day. So I'm going to do the course 3 function types in day 3, probably tomorrow. Okay, that's it for today. I'll try to graduate as early as I can. So yeah, that's it for today. Remember to thumbs up and subscribe channel, and let's learn together online. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.